Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Ruach Kodash, and double honors to the apostles of Greatmillstone who rule well, and salutations to the Yakim that spread this truth throughout the four corners of the globe in sincerity. According to the Bible, we are the Hebrew Israelites, which consists of so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, and also you confusion of faces who look like the other nations because we've been scattered, but on your father's side goes back to a so-called Negro, Latino, or a Native American. You you are who your father is, according to Numbers 118. Back again with another video, and I have some other ones I'm gonna upload also. Okay, back with some new videos. And this one is about the condo collapse. I believe that was in Florida. Some time has passed, and now the death toll is up to 11. Yes, right here, the title of the article. In Florida, it says condo collapse, 150 people missing, okay? So, um, I guess this is the video on it. I will let this play. I'm going to read the article and pull some precepts. You know, the usual. Okay? Let me see. Let me cut the sound on. Okay. I'm trying to see if I can.
An 11th victim has been uncovered from the rubble of the catastrophic condo collapse near Miami. Miami-Dade Mayor Daniela Levine Cava said Monday first responders were working around the clock as rescue efforts enter their fifth day.
So, in total, the number of people accounted for now stands at 136, with 150 unaccounted for. The number of confirmed deaths is 11.
The Champlain Towers South building in the town of Surfside partially collapsed in the early hours of Thursday as residents slept. Rescue teams have used cranes, dogs, and infrared scanners to search for survivors, but efforts have been hampered by pouring rain. What caused nearly half the 40-year-old 12-story, 156-unit building to cave in has yet to be determined, leaving nearby residents concerned about the safety of their own homes.
There's going to have to be an in-depth analysis of the collapse because it's serious. We're scared that if this happened nearby, it might happen to us next. They're going to have to check all of the buildings.
In 2018, an engineering firm retained by the building found serious concrete deterioration in the underground parking garage and major structural damage in the concrete slab beneath the pool deck. The engineer reported the deterioration would expand exponentially if it was not repaired in the near future. But just a month later, an inspector who reviewed the report told residents the tower was safe. Reuters was unable to reach the inspector, who is no longer employed by Surfside, for comment.
All right. And that's the end of the video. Okay, now it says June 28th. It says search and rescue teams pulled 2 more bodies from the concrete and steel rubble of a partially collapsed Florida condominium tower on Monday, bringing the death toll to 11, with 150 people still listed as missing 4 days after the disaster. Pouring rain and slabs of cement hampered round-the-clock efforts to pick through debris left from the unexplained cave-in of nearly half of the 12th floor, 156-unit building in what may end up as the deadliest unintentional structural failure in U.S. history. No survivors have been pulled from the oceanfront ruins of the Champlain Towers South Condo in the town of Surfside near Miami since the first hours after the building abruptly crumbled into a heap early on Thursday as residents slept. Then right here it says, we have people waiting and waiting and waiting. That is excruciating. Miami-Dade County Mayor Daniela, what happened? Okay. Daniela Levine Cava told an afternoon news briefing on Monday, referring to friends and family members of the missing. They are coping with the news that they might not have loved ones come out alive and still hoping that they will. The mayor said their loved ones may come out as body parts. Rescue crews, including experts sent by Israel and Mexico, were using cranes, dogs, and infrared scanners to identify signs of life in the ruins, although hope was diminishing as time wore on. Yeah, because more than likely, as time goes on, uh, you're not really gonna find that many more people alive. You have to take into account. You may have had like at least what they said something about. Hold on, 150 missing, and who knows? You might have had maybe like half of 150, or you know, or however many. So actually alive. But as time goes on, and then all the debris and everything, that's going to diminish quickly. Um, because no telling how many people were actually um, alive. Like maybe during the first few days, but they just couldn't find them or whatever. I mean, when it had first happened. I mean, um, let me see. Okay, and right here it says what caused the 40-year-old high-rise to give away remained under investigation, but initial attention focused on structural deficiencies identified in a 2008 engineers report released by Surfside city officials. The Condo Association president warned residents in an April 2021 letter that visible concrete deterioration in the parking garage beneath the building. Salakia about that. I'm sorry. Um, the building had gotten significantly worse over the years, along with roof damage, and urges them to pay some 15 million in assessments needed make repairs. The Wall Street Journal and USA Today each reported on Monday. And it says the letter's author, Gene Woodennicki, however you say that, survived Thursday's collapse, the newspapers said. Somber reflection. As darkness fell over the site on Monday, more than 100 people gathered somberly, some holding candles a short distance from where one crane stood, illuminated against the night sky. A woman led the group in a meditation, and someone sounded a gong behind them. In enormous letters, the word hope had been inscribed in the sand. Some relatives of the missing have provided DNA samples to officials for use in positively identifying remains. Family members were permitted to visit the site on Monday. And right here it says, right where it says Miami. Okay. Miami-Dade Assistant Fire Chief Raid, or well, I hope that's how you say that, Salakia. Um, Jedal Jedaliah said workers have found voids large enough to keep victims alive. Not to say that we have seen anyone down there, but we've not gotten to the very bottom, he said. Jedi Jedi Jedaliah says searchers have heard some sounds such as tapping or scratching that could possibly be made by a survivor, though he acknowledged they could also be caused by shifting metal. The 2018 engineers report found concrete erosion in the underground parking garage and major damage in the slab beneath the pool deck. The reporter's author, Frank Morabito, wrote that the deterioration would expand exponentially if not repaired. And see, I was listening to a video of one of the Akim that had said, um, I believe his channel is Yasharala uh, Milwaukee, I believe. But I know his channel when I see it, and I watch him, here and there. But I believe in one of his videos he had mentioned something about the condo has, been deteriorating, like going down in quality and everything since the 90s, man. Um, that's crazy, man. So this was bound to happen at some point. So this, I mean, hey, because if you don't take care of infrastructures, buildings, or whatever, and it's natural for things to just break down and tear down over time. You know, I don't care if it's something that's actually made out of the best whatever. In this world, things break down, things deteriorate. That's just how it is when it comes um, to material, to materials, things, of the physical in this realm. It just deteriorates. That's gonna happen, regardless of how something is well made, or whatever. Um, what's considered the best that it's made out of. That's it's gonna happen, man. But so but anyways, it was all ordained by the Most High. Okay, but I do believe that about the deterioration over time. Um, okay, but it says Ross uh, Prieto, then Surfside's top building officials met residents the following month after reviewing the report and assured that the building was in very good shape, according to minutes of the meeting released on Monday. Now, I'm going to stop at report and then pull some precepts. After the meeting, Prieto emailed the town's manager to say it went very well. All main concerns over their 40-year recertification process were addressed. Reuters, however you say that, was unable to reach Prieto, who is no longer employed by Surfside. He told the Miami Herald newspaper he did not remember getting the report. Okay, so um, nothing but judgment. Okay, for some precepts. Okay. We're going to go to Deuteronomy 32 and 39. And it says, see now that I am, it says, see now that even I am he, there is no God with me. I kill, I make alive, I wound, and I heal. Neither is there that can deliver out of my hand. Okay, so those people that was put to death, okay, and more than likely the people, okay, the 150 people, okay, whether if they're wounded or killed or whatever their status of being, you know, is, okay, whether they're wounded, killed, or whatever, that's all done by the Lord, okay, the Most High, okay, the God of Israel, okay. Okay, now let's go to Amos 3 and 6. And this is Amos chapter 3, verse 6, and it says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? Okay, so is okay, like the condo collapse, right? Is this not considered a form of evil? Okay, in this society and all that. Okay, the damage that was done, everything that took place, will that not be considered a type of evil, according to this kingdom? Okay, of course. Okay, but that's all done by Yahweh Shem HaShai. Okay, I'll read it one more time, and this is Amos chapter 3 and verse 6, and it says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord hath not done it? Okay, and that's a question. Okay, have the Lord not done it? Okay, of course, because he controls bad and good. He creates peace and evil. Okay, he's not just one way. Okay, all the time, every day, every second. Okay, that's a lie. Okay, that is a lie. Okay, okay, let me see. 45 and 7. And to confirm that is the scripture on it. Now, this is Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 7, and it says, I form the light and I create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. Okay? And it says, drop down. I'll read verse 8, and it says, drop down, ye heavens from above, and let the skies pour down righteousness. Let the earth open, and let them bring forth salvation. And I mean, well, I could have just stopped at verse 7, but Salakia, okay. Um, well, you know what? Get that off of there. And I'll go to verse 9. I'll actually go to verse 9, and it says, woe unto him that striveth with his maker. Okay, woe to you Jakes, or okay, or well, really, this truth is to you, Jakes, okay? But I guess in a way, this can, you know, well, really, it's to us, okay? Because He's only the God of Israel, okay, the Lord, but He created all nations of people. So I guess in a way, you know, this can also go for the other nations, even though the scriptures is not for the other nations. The Lord still created the other nations, okay? But to be the servants, but to serve Israel, okay? But verse 9 in it says, "Woe unto him that striveth with his maker. Let the potsherd strive with the potsherds of the earth. Shall the clay say to him that fashioned it, What makest thou or thy work? He hath no hands." Okay, so you first and foremost, you Jakes. Okay, F these other nations really, but in certain depending on certain scriptures, okay, certain things can be applied to the other nations, but the other nations see when we're in the kingdom, because they're not going to be destroyed completely, and then, after they serve us, they're going to get their lands back. They're going to have everything, okay, like their own lands and families and things like that after they serve us, okay, and, everything's going to be in order, man, okay. You other nations, you actually have a chance, okay, to live a normal life and be how, you know, everything's gonna be how it's supposed to be, man. The only nation that's not gonna have the opportunity is Esau, okay? Um, which is the polar opposite. Esau is the polar opposite of the nation of Israel, okay? And is the evil, really, truly the evil brother of Israel, okay? But they will be the only people, according to the Lord, okay, according to the Bible, that will be done away with completely, okay? But I'm gonna go up to verse 7 one more time, and it says, "I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things." Okay, so there's not one thing on the earth. Um, Now, don't get me wrong, okay? Now, us being in this flesh, okay, um, and we see things that take place, okay, that are actually, we would consider horrifying, scary, bad, okay. But like the scriptures say, the Lord, He controls good and evil, okay. And it's not one thing that goes on this earth that He is not aware of, or something that He is not in control of, okay. All these shootings, killings, what have you, building collapses, and I had read an article not too long ago. Uh, I seen an article. I didn't actually read it, but it mentioned, and it was a picture tied to it too. But it was talking about a Washington D.C. collapse, another building collapse that had happened. Okay, so yeah, it's getting worse and worse. More than likely, you're gonna see more of these collapses as time goes on. And I was watching another video of the Akim, one of the Akim. The brother's channel is GMS Shekels, or however you pronounce that, Salakia. Um, 50 Nagad, Nagad. But he was talking about um, animal plagues, animals plaguing the earth, uprisings and and all those kind of things, and talking about snakes. So yeah, it's gonna get really bad. It's gonna get way worse than what you're seeing now. You think it's bad now? Oh, it's gonna get way worse, okay? But that's it for this video. I basically want to give my small, human, I speak as a man, okay? Um, thoughts on this building collapse, okay? And and basically and to basically bring the truth out as to why these things are happening, okay? According to the Lord Himself, okay? And that's it for this video. Once again, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Kwadash, and double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and salutations to the Yakim that spread His truth throughout the four corners of the globe in truth and in sincerity. The water to the Akim and Aqua that watch my videos. I have more videos coming. Okay, stay tuned. And until next time, Shalom and Ababa Ball and DTA Death to America. Shalom.